Hello everyone, it's Kavita from Red Door Yoga. Thank you for joining me for the Red Door Yoga Mini Sutra series online. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the muddiness of self-focus. Now, the self that I'm talking about here, small s, the self that I'm talking about here is the egoic self, the me, I, and myself self, okay? This idea of the individual self. And the muddiness that I'm referring to is the way in which the mind becomes clouded, in which your thought process becomes a bit confused, the way in which you can no longer see clearly when your mind is focused on me, I, and myself. Now, this happens no matter what experience we're really talking about, and what issue we're talking about. If in that experience your mind is focused on itself, it automatically becomes stirred up, and our mind focuses on itself 99% of the time. Okay, so if you have ever been in a situation where you're trying to find the quote-unquote right answer, the right thing to do, okay? The right thing to do, the thing that falls in line with your values, etc. Okay? If you're trying to find the right thing to do in a situation and you find yourself confused, the view of it is muddy, you can't see clearly, chances are your mind is way too busy thinking about itself. It's way too busy thinking about how this situation is going to play out for you, how it's going to harm you, or how it's going to benefit you, or how you are going to look in the midst of this experience. It is the me, I voice. In yoga, we refer to that as the ahamkara, the noise of I. And that's the word we use for the ego, the ahamkara. Okay? It is that ahamkara, that noise of I, me, that's constantly going on in there, that is stirring up the water of your mind. And when that water gets stirred up, it gets muddy and cloudy, and the reflection that it gives becomes distorted and broken, okay, just like rippling water. That's why you can't see clearly. That's why you can't see the answer that is right there in front of you. It's so close to you, you could reach out and touch it, but you can't see it because you're muddying the water by going me, I. How does this serve me? How is this detrimental to me? What can I gain from this? How does it make me look? Me, I. So one of the most powerful things you can do to clear the mind, to clear those muddy waters, to bring that distorted and broken reflection into a stillness that reflects everything like glass, is to stop thinking about yourself. I personally, literally, will say to myself, when I realize that things are muddy, I will literally say to myself, stop thinking about yourself. And because I'm very to the point with myself and I say, stop thinking about yourself, my mind stops. It's been called out, it just stops. And when it stops, everything settles. All that mud, all that distortion, it just settles. And it settles fast. And the moment it settles, the answer comes up from within me very clearly. It's so obvious, and it is right there, and it has been obvious, and it has been right there the entire time, except for the muddiness I was creating in my own mind by constantly referencing myself and my own thought processes. So I really would like you guys to try this. I'd really like you to become aware that when you are struggling to see things, it's because you are too busy thinking about yourself. You are self-focused. You are ego-focused. You are focused on the ahamkara, on the noise of I. And perhaps you can use what I use, and that is just be direct with yourself, call yourself out, and tell yourself to stop thinking about yourself. And really mean it. And then watch what happens. I hope that was helpful, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, please do like the video and share it with others. Just take a moment to share it. It's amazing how a small act like that can really change someone else's life. Okay, it can really be a gift to someone else, and it takes very little from you to do that. Okay, there are many things that I've done over my lifetime, or I've watched other people do. It took little effort from them, but it really meant something to someone else. And so I would ask you to do that. If you have questions, if you have comments, please do put them in the comment section. I will read them. I will sometimes answer them directly, or sometimes I will do a mini sutra about them in the future to be helpful to answer questions or whatnot, or expound on a topic that you're asking for. Enjoy the process. Okay, I'd love to hear how it goes for you. And I will look forward to seeing you again online very, very soon. Namaste.